Today it is cold. At the time I'm recording this, right outside the front of the house, it's 27 degrees, and I'm a Florida boy. I ain't built for that. Anyway, today we're going to change directions a little bit because it's all got to get done. We are headed to the parts store. We're going to pick up some stuff to just make an underhood fuel system for that 4-door so we can move it around the property, because the fuel jug we were running it off of actually belonged to Nick, and he took that home when he went home, and I can't blame him. So we're headed over to the store now to snatch up some goodies and get that thing moving around the yard. And I got to show you a oopsie I had the other day with it. Oh, 2 gallon. Same price as 1 gallon. We can go twice as far, man. Actually, it's $1 cheaper. Pro tip, get the bigger one. Gasoline, diesel. Man, these things have gone up. All right. Don't forget hose clamps. Don't be a dummy. Oh, that's good enough. Yellow for caution. Hey, baby girl. We're coming back real soon. Oh. Yup. Yup. I think I know there's one in here. Told you. Bazinga. That'll work. Alright. One other thing I wanted to look at, just because I noticed it. Let's see. 4-barrel. Yes, I don't. Alright, well, I guess we're getting a rebuild kit for an Autolite 2100. Oh well. Apparently I don't hold on to the 2 barrels too much. That's a 1-barrel. Pretty sure that's a 2-barrel. But none that'll work for me. Yes, I hold on to like literally everything. So a lot of that is stock from when I had my shop. This is just stuff I hold on to. Comes in handy, but not today. And I just remember where I think that 2-barrel is that I'm thinking of. It's in the bottom of my toolbox that I use at work, which unfortunately is currently locked in a pod because the shop's being renovated. So we'll have to pick that up next week. But for now, we should be able to get it moving anyway. Been a long time since $5 filled up a tank of any kind. But today it's gonna fill up a 68 Custom 500 gas tank. All right. Oh, well, at least the sun's gone now. Dang it. I guess it's time to fess up, guys. I screwed up the other day when I was doing that burnout. The hood wasn't lashed for obvious reasons. The video cuts out right before it. But at the end of the road, the hood flew up and I bent it, so Just caused myself a little bit of extra work, which is all good. I know the guy that has to do the body work, so. But it's supposed to stop right there. But see, what had happened was wind caught it, and it pushed past that little nub, and then that became the hood stop. My bad. All right, let's get this hoe running. Is it going to be temporary? Yes. But we're still gonna try to do a good job. We'll pop this horn off because I think that will fit right there behind horn number 2. Instead of sitting like that, which means the hood might close, which will stop me from doing that again. All right.
Features like grab bars and custom seats that combine safety and style to keep you feeling comfortable and independent for years to come. Plus, cleanup's a breeze with no grimy grout and no scrubbing.
That should do it. Let me grab some tools. I guess now's a good time to give you all a tour of the spare bedroom. There it is. Moving on. I'm going to have to pull that other horn. Okay. Oh yeah. Look at that. Heck yeah. Put the horn back in. It's going to act like a little hold down. So that's pretty sweet. Heck yeah. All right. So we got our gas can. Pretty sturdy. So if you're doing this in 2025, which I doubt you're doing it in 1980 right now, new gas cans come with these stupid little plastic, I don't know, strainers, I guess. That's going to be in the way, so you got to get that out. And it's not impossible. Just a little bit of persuasion. And just like that, someone in California just shit a chicken. The cap back on that for now, and then we'll get our pump ready. If you're like me and you get frustrated with these things and opening them, just shoot them. Yeah. So you don't need that strainer for 2 reasons. 1, it's going to be in your way for your ghetto pickup tube, and 2, these pumps come with a filter, so whatever, don't need it. Just buy a new can and there won't be anything in it. Be careful with what you put in it and you'll be fine. Also, those threads, do not put any of that PTFE tape, Teflon tape, whatever you want to call it. Don't put it on there because it's just going to gum that thing up. So this is going to be super temporary, but I can throw you all a couple tips. No tape. And 2, when you're doing something like this, and again, this is super temporary, but run your switch off the ground. Less risk, especially in this case where this is going to be flopping around here. All that can happen is that it grounds better. You're not going to burn this up. Worst that'll happen is this will turn off, and then that'll die, and then you'll know there's a problem. But there won't be any flames or fire or death or screaming or a wife saying, "I told you so," or the internet laughing at you. They'll just laugh at you for other reasons. So yeah, run your grounds through your switch, not the power. You still want to, when you're doing it the right way, you still want to run fuses and relays where applicable. But for this is literally for moving it like across the yard when I have to move it until we're ready to do stuff with it. I'll run it on the ground. It's super safe. So, enjoy. Nice convenient factory ground on the rad support. We're just gonna reuse that little guy. Safety third. We're gonna run our wire behind some stuff because this one carries juice and we don't want any more fires than we have to. Wire attached. Alright, now for the plumbing portion of today's video. Yanked the factory feed off already the other day. Attached your new hose. And then we're just gonna run it over to our pump, and then from the pump into our gas can. These clamps are great for this temporary stuff. I would not use them on like that. I just have trust issues with them, and that could be my own stuff. All right. This nice little factory loop for power steering lines that someone's not using came in really handy. All right. Carb should be full. So I'm gonna clean this stuff up so I can get it started. And then we'll see how she does. Well, let's see if it's actually picking anything up. That choke ain't working for nothing. Well, I don't think we're getting fuel yet. Well, we are not getting fuel out of the new pump. Cool. Self-priming my butt. All right, so I successfully primed the pump manually. And now, leak check. I can hear fuel going in now. There we go. Self-priming my butt. All right, let's try this again. Bumpy, bumpy. It's alive! And now we can move it around the parking lot, which is just my dirt. But that'll keep the wife happy because I can keep all the cars in a nice neat row, which is basically my only rule around here. Thing runs pretty sweet. Need a rebuild or get a new one. Need some kind of fan setup. But it does all right. Neat. In other news, if anyone watching might know where like the 68 Ford Galaxy or Custom 500, I think a Torino tank will work. If any of y'all know where one of those gas tanks is, I could use one. It's like driving a car on the high seas. I love it. Yes, sir. All right, we're gonna get this one parked and see what else we can get into today. No leaks, but make sure you turn the damn thing off. Moved. Now, my wife will be less likely to yell at me because all my junk is in a nice row. When I got this car, I knew it was going to need floor pans, but the guy I got it from has supplied some. Not a huge fan of this style, but I've used them. You gotta definitely do some trimming and giving them some love, but they came with the car. Heck yeah. And he even threw in, dude bought this brand new, he bought brand new carpet. So we got carpet and the padding supplied with it from OPG. That's awesome. So as soon as we get some stuff done on the 66, hopefully this one's a quickie. Throw some floor pans in it, carpet, attach some seats a little bit better, and then put the trim back in. And then we'll see what it actually needs. I already know it's going to need some brake work. The master cylinder's leaking a little bit. And you can hear the drums dragging. So it needs a little bit of that. It's going to need suspension and tires as well, which by suspension I mean shocks to calm down that bounce. Tires because they're dry rotted. But all in all, super happy with this find. I'm gonna probably get some Poppy's patina for now, or another brand of that wipe on flat clear coat, because really the patina on it is pretty cool. I really do like the way it looks. As far as the patina, it's like a pretty good amount, and it's all, you know, just showing its age. And I love that. So we'll fix the floors, throw the carpet in it, see what that little 302 that's in there has left for life, along with that C4 trans, before we get stupid with it. And by stupid, I mean just putting a big block in it. I have a 460 Ford with a 4-speed auto. Not to go do crazy like big block race car things, but tell me that big old bolt don't deserve a big block. So yeah, we're gonna do that eventually on the channel. Stay tuned. That's the direction I want to go with that one. Sweet car, good riding, good cruiser. That is a power tour for 4 type ride. So it'll be cool when it's done. We'll really get to work on that one in a few months. But now that we've got these 3 sitting in a nice row, and I won't get yelled at, I've got to get back to work. That one's got to get caged so I can get it out of here. And I've got to get the 66 on the road by Valentine's Day is the goal. Once the 66 is rolling again, the Camaro will probably end up getting a lot of attention. At least the motor will. So maybe after the 66 is done, we'll put that inside the shop space where it is to do the floors. And we'll start going through that motor, that blower engine for the Camaro. We can work the chassis and stuff, how it sits, and finish up what we started on it. But the biggest things we've got, I got to get a cage in that for my buddy. And then yesterday's video, if you remember that green bed that we saw in that junkyard, would replace that for this old girl. So I'm pretty excited about that. We'll hear about that next week. Eventually, I think we're going to yank the axles out of that and throw them on the Pathfinder. But again, that's after the 500. So we're gonna beat on the Pathfinder the way it sits for now. Fun little trail rig. So we got some stuff done today. It is freaking cold. I own like 2 pairs of pants, and neither of them is on me right now. So I am gonna be a wuss for the rest of the day. And plan for tomorrow, work these sniffles out, because they are kicking my butt. I've had COVID twice, and I already can't breathe worth a crap. And a runny nose don't help. So, if you've watched this far, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Share the video, help spread some love. Drop a comment. I am still looking for ideas on this. The patina on that is deep. And I want to know what you guys think we should do with this. Been off the road since 1980, January of 1980. So it possibly could have been off the road since my trail duster got on the road. Also got some exciting things coming up for the trail duster. So if you've been watching my videos, I appreciate you. Drop a comment. And stay tuned. We got plenty of this old school stuff coming up. So let's get it.